how can you make a coup maker the centerpiece of entry into Ghana?
And they are all sitting down, watching the government to take away a Voltaire's name, which has been given to our airport.
Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana in 2026, we are going to take an important national decision. Whether you are for it or against, come with sensible arguments and stop playing this tribal card.
That is a cost to the taxpayers' money. That's a cost to the taxpayer.
I'm saying, an university do MP, most of them you waste of taxpayers' money. Make argument.
I think it's a good idea. I'll support it.
You support the name change?
Second?
You support the name change?
Yeah, I do. I support it. I think that it should be known as the Accra International Airport.
Because Kotoka
they name it Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. That is good because he was the first president in Ghana, and he was the one who built the airport, not Kotoka. Because they killed him there, that is why they named him Kotoka Airport.
Finally, hey. My baby love me still. Ghana say your best is Kotoka International Airport no. Near Accra International Airport. Finally.
The recall. Parliament will be expected to pass a lot of bills, and as government agenda, we have a lot of bills from the Ministry of Transport, and one of them is the renaming of the Kotoka International Airport to its original name. We will remember that in the period of the Second World War, around 1946, the British Royal Air Force used that place as an Air Force base to carry people to war and other activities. After that period, somewhere in 56, that facility was handed over to the civilian rule. That was the time Sergeant Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was at the helm of affairs. He retooled, he revamped, and redeveloped the Air Force base into a civilian passenger airport. And as at that time, the name was Accra International Airport. And that name is of significance to us. We all here have accepted that Accra is our capital city, marketed, rich culture, and also locational identity that everybody in this world, especially in the West Africa sub-region, knows that where this struggle for independence had a lot to do from Accra. And so renaming the airport to Accra International Airport is of significant importance to the Ghanaian people and, for that matter, the African personality. Now, the situation is like that we are not doing this with any political thinking. We are doing this to come from a very neutral point of view that Accra is our capital city. It is not anybody's name. If we want to name other monuments or any other national facilities to people, this is the time that we are looking at restructuring them. For the fact that we had a name and it was changed to honor somebody in his role in the 1966 coup, we feel that that history is not what the Ghanaian will want to hear. The fact that it had an original name, and that name was when the first president gave that name to the airport, we should do that, and Kwame Nkrumah himself in his grave will remember, even if the spirit is anywhere and it is coming home, it will get to his original Accra International Airport, no any other name.
Papa, Kotoka Nangasa, the whole world, Ghana ni bieda. Mabusa, Obia Jimin Church, se Munsemi. Kotoka no, above Unku na weti ya Kwame Nkrumah. Mose wanyawe. Oh, enti Papa no wanye one city kura. Chese Ghana 14 na okay. Sa mibusa o, se ku no yeye. Ano wanyawe ama Ghana. One enemy no. Sa airport one de man. One de need to so. Se wanyawe pa dia. Dia na ignite sa thought no. Man ba eba into existence.
No sir. My reason is that even though Kotoka is a very good man, but Kotoka can't do for Ghanaians. Kotoka can't do coup before he chop the president. But coup, somebody can't do coup, kill people now. Kotoka in name over 60 good years now. Kotoka International Airport. It's not fair. So Mr. Kwa, I'll be very appreciate that they'll change the name to Accra International Airport. I'll be very appreciate.
Well, I feel that it should be Nkrumah International Airport because Ghana was founded based on Nkrumah. Nkrumah founded Ghana. Nkrumah has a blueprint when it comes to all of those things. Nkrumah is the start. That's it. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
If the renaming or the rebranding is not going to give any value, I don't think there is any need for it to be changed because there are a lot of other ventures that we can look into, not necessarily rebranding because Ghanaian we are known for this rebranding. So I don't think the rebranding is necessary. If it's not going to add any value to the state, then we should leave it as it is.
So as I was saying, if Ghanaians are not going to think like it has something to do with what politics, then I don't think there is a need for the name to be changed because the thing has been done already. So why do you decide that you want to change it now? So keeping the Kotoka, I know most of them will say that Kotoka wasn't someone who was a faithful Ghanaian because he did a whole lot of things. But with that, when it was being named, there were still people at that time who believed that at least Kotoka also did something that he needed to be applauded for that. So to me, I don't think there is any need for the name to be changed.
Hey, Ghana nangasa ye kasi yetawa ase na nado ya na epe na ase me aso na ese ne yenya na beku nukura fri Ghana. Kotoka, according to majority leader in parliament, Mahama Ayariga said transport minister mama ekunu no or the bill eba ama oma passing into law say Kotoka International Airport finally yes na Accra International Airport.
We are changing the name of our airport from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So a bill will be brought by the Minister for Transport for the name of the airport to be changed from Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. So the Accra International Airport bill will also come.
Kai, Kwame Nkrumah ba Sami Nkrumah okananu yai. Ne grandson, no we ade na agenda o start yache. Ne grandson so onu omma Ghana da, afi no ba Ghana, onu bi Ghana obi opinion. Say na aden na Kotoka International Airport papa ni etumi na amezwe. Ye o kire, ye ti Ghana ha ya bre no ba. Avo wo ba ha be kire yenye. But also can yenya some coalition of groups bi a omoso press conference address no. Omontia say de bi da. Say Kwame Nkrumah ni din na so enya Accra International Airport na anyo obi ase obi a or halting the development of Ghana because per your projection and an analysis on Kwame Nkrumah no say nko so your president for about 10-15 years and Singapore China mohunu nkanenka ye duro Ghana ye factories papa ni na papa ni si ye akoso modam ana hwe ya besi 2012-2016 ya Mahama dun so gobo na nusu papa Ghana fodi na tema anse na ye some power plants bi di aka ho na akoso mo no Kwame Nkrumah na buso na hwe ye kwan papa tema motorway when they on kwan so ye yo kama portos na esisi a amu ntan repent tem ba when kwan no de o maye na Rollins mo ne Rollins squad de nkwa sai kaka na kofo eba mills ne Mahama de ne nanado kwan no 3 months na asase de political time do 3 months to election na mo ye disesi na kwan asase Kwame Nkrumah de ne gusu bu ho Kwame Nkrumah ta na tinye bo nse kaka wa ne yesi ekra manches to pick egusu ayekra very same say awre husem na go pimo Kumasi omo ye mpabo omo do so pa ne shoe factory ya guni na enti nipa na otimi esa ne ma no se ye ma ne kwan ma ne tena so che ya kebeboa na ye ngo hwe de go tu ne kwa Kotoka ensem bebre na aba na papa yi obi a osum Kwame Nkrumah time Major Sezifa or say or a happy mind. Oka sasa mi to wo say aye ni ya twa no so no twa na wo se otise Ghana obi ba Ghana osi Kotoka International Airport why how?
Before we even get up, what do you make of the naming of the airport after Kotoka? It used to be called Accra International Airport. It's now known as Kotoka International Airport. How do you feel about that?
I feel so bad about it. I feel so awkward about it. How can you make a coup maker the centerpiece of entry into Ghana? So that means we applaud coup making. No, me from day one, I'm not comfortable with it. No.
Why do you feel none of the presidents have made that change, or President Mills, who was an Nkrumahist, didn't change it? President Mahama hasn't changed it.
President Mahama, his father, picture is in the book here.
The autobiography?
Yes! You read about it.
He's a minister. He was a minister of Nkrumah.
Yes. President Mahama, the father was a minister in Nkrumah government. It's in the book. You read it.
Well, I will read it.
If possible, you can even, I think the picture of...
It should be inside that.
Let me see.
So you would want the airport name to change? If you had the power?
If I have it.
Back to what?
Check up.
What would you want the airport to be called?
Accra International Airport.
Revert back to the original, right?
Yes. Check up and see if you see Nkrumah's first ministers.
Yes, I'll check it out.
You'll see
President Mahama's father.
President Mahama's father's name is there.
Na Kwame A+. I don't know who I know yes Kwame A+, no kwenya mianim ni. Apart from the name change, Kotoka must be prosecuted even in death. Kotoka is the main reason why we are here today. He must be treated as an enemy of the state. Hey, the Ubo time na obonyom etia MPP ni NDC. Na wonim se Kotoka ho. Wan kan ase wan to nyum entia no. Ene ya obeye MP ko parliament o wie minti se sam ko begwe dibi. Afa de Kotoka International Airport Kotoka di dia ona gas mvanto. O serem. Mo de no na tini baby ne wawu ko de baby na mo de dia akoto so. Afa de ni funu no yankopɛ ne nka sei.
It is disgraceful, and I'm excited that His Excellency the President has changed the name from Kotoka to reflect the person who actually built the airport. Okay. Even though it's not Kwame Nkrumah International Airport, it is back to Accra International Airport, and I think it's the best thing.
Thank you, sir.
Kotoka must be, apart from the name change, Kotoka must be prosecuted even in his death.
Why? Why do you say that?
Kotoka is the main reason why we are where we are today. He has to be treated as an enemy of this state. Anybody who overthrew Kwame Nkrumah destroyed the destiny of a whole country, changed everything that we had planned as a country. The industrialization, the vision that Nkrumah had. These guys allowed themselves to be used to destroy the destiny of even people who were not born. Everybody who is suffering today is because of what Kotoka did. And so we have to treat him as an enemy. And I'm excited that this decision has been made.
First of all, there's analysis. What is Kotoka International Airport? KIA. Kia, a car brand, a very popular. It's Kotoka International Airport. And sometimes international say, and the Abrafune Banama KIA na. I am kind of Kia and I'm KIA. Sadi, nobody is a brand in high.
Have you heard about the name change of the airports? I mean, somebody who doesn't only reflect in the music industry, but when it comes to national issues or things that affect us as Ghanaians, you really show interest in. Are you for the Accra International Airport or you are for Kotoka International Airport?
It used to be called Accra International Airport anyway. That's why when you're going to fly, you see the ACC, So that has been before. So when the name goes back to Accra International Airport, for whatever reason, I would believe that the reasons are clear, the reasons are politically accurate, the reasons are very nationalistic. I would believe so. But should this change and it doesn't reflect any upliftment, then I think I wouldn't side for that. But if it's going to reflect upliftment and uplift a positive narrative about this nation, I'm for that. Yes. Kotoka, actually, we all know, Kotoka is actually from my hometown. Right? I'm from Alakple. Anybody who knows the right history knows that General Kotoka comes from Alakple, my actual hometown. And the history will tell us how he participated in the coup d'etat that would have dethroned, Kwame Nkrumah. So that is the narrative that has been tagged around him for the name change of the airport. So there's a school of thought that insists that he does not represent a good statue for the state. I think that is the reason. I do not want to dig into it too much because I don't believe that one human being can be so evil all his life. There must be some good aspects. So for the fact that he got to be named after the airport, maybe because of his good parts. You know what I'm saying? So if it has to be changed, then let it be changed for another good reason.
Oh, I believe, to be honest with you, I didn't follow that discussion early, but I got in sync from about a week or two ago. Okay. When I read that some CSOs had gone to petition, I think, the president also, and they were staging some demonstration to have that done. So I began to follow the process. But for me, I would rather prefer that his name is named after one of the Ghanaian kings than Accra. Because even though if they say Accra International Airport, a name like Kintakitewia or Gamanche, the one who died before, this one. When we were growing up, there was no, Gamanche the second. He was the second, very famous. When we were growing up, he was the Gamanche we all got to know. Or some famous Ghana like Kwesi Saki, those people. So the symbolism will be more. I feel the symbolism more and than Accra. Accra is just like the capital. So, but the name change, I'm not for and against it.
A neutral.
Yes, but when we were younger, the statue where Kotoka statue was at the airport, the historical account was that was where he fell when they killed him, when they shot him during the counter coup. So that was how come they erected the statue and named the airport after him. So the statue itself had been removed as part of the renovation works. I think sometime in 2002 or 3, when President Kufuor decided to renovate the airport, then they lifted. It was like a quadrangle. The statue was in the middle on a pillar about 10 meters high with a gun, if I remember. Then the quadrangle was prepared around it. It's all been removed and the airport has been remodeled. So it's only existing in name. If the plaque, the statue is gone. So if today they want to take the nameplate and put another nameplate, even if it's named after Nkrumah, I would even like that because Nkrumah built it. It was built by the colonial administration, but he came to expand it. And so,
according to majority leaders, they were saying, "Come on, see, Accra International Airport because I didn't know Accra." Now, gossip friends say, "Hey, onim say senkawe no kese we for ne tramadol for, ana nketi getu edisa nkomo no. Nanka a whole majority leader, onko gas me ntia. Yes, say na Accra International Airport. Sa ntia mo na mo na bu mo ma yes yempe akwaba yempe obake no kasa afi na ebetire to bukum chenchi na twan adana manso yanya afen say welcome to Accra ni akwaba na omo say yanya no wake omo ntiase because we Accra.
As a matter of fact, reasons given for changing the name and reasons given for retaining the name lack any they lack any substance. Let me be charitable. Let me be diplomatic. Very mild. Okay. You know, they lack any substance. Childish in the extreme. You understand? You have a majority leader announcing that the name of the airport is going to be changed. And the primary reason for changing the name of the airport is that it's located in Accra, and the land which was used for the construction of the airport was given by the people of Accra. By logical extension,
thank you.
Everything in Accra should be named Accra.
Absolutely, Angwesi. You just made my day.
By logical extension.
You just made my day.
I mean, unbelievable.
You just made my day, Angwesi.
Moro, is that how our leaders think? It's so very shocking. So by logical extension, if God chiefs give land for the construction of any and everything, it should be named Accra. And the naming of the airport as Kotoka International Airport is seen as a crime against gas. How? That's problematic. Then we move on to the minority leader. Oh my goodness. And he's even worse than the majority leader. His reason for opposing the change of name is that the name belongs to an Ewe or somebody from the Volta region. And that if you change it, you must necessarily annoy the people of the Volta region. He reduces it to ethnicity, to some base, bigoted, nonsensical tribalism. This is the debate. Are you not shocked? This is the level of debate. Now, if this debate was probably taking place in some God-forsaken ghetto of drug addicts and so on, no problem. That's the level you would expect. But this debate is taking place in Parliament. The foremost law-making institution in our country. This is the level of the debate. Can you believe it? I'm so shocked. This. And please, Moro, please, forgive my language. I've been struggling to find appropriate language. I cannot. Because the ethnic argument is so childish and backward, it's unbelievable. Why? That because he's Ewe and he comes from the Volta region, if you change the name, the people of Ewe as well will be angry. Where is this argument coming from? I know as a fact that after the 1966 coup, just bearing the name Fiawo was a problem. You wouldn't survive. Because one of the staunchest supporters of the Nkrumah government in the Kita area and so on was Fiawo. You understand? He was Fiawo. His children, I went to school with some of his children and so on. Just bearing the name Fiawo spelled calamity. The numbers of people who were thrown into detention without trial and charge included others. I can mention a whole list of names. Excuse me.
Sorry about that.
Now, even the attack on Flagstaff House, you know that the coup was resisted by the Presidential Guard over a long period of time.
Yeah.
The attack on Flagstaff House, Kotoka and his people killed others. Others who were in the Presidential Guard were not spared because they were others. They were killed. You understand? The coup d'etat. The ministers who were arrested and dumped into prison without charge and without trial included Evers. They included Reverend Boka, who was an Ever. You understand? They included Reverend Boka, who was an Ever. So how does this become an Ever versus who? How does this issue become Ever versus others? It doesn't make sense. It's pedestrian. It's unbelievable. And this is the leadership of the minority in parliament. Everything must be reduced to one tribe against the other. Can you believe it? I am completely disgusted by the level of debate. I am ashamed by the level of debate. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, in 2026, we are going to take an important national decision. Whether you are for it or against it, come with sensible arguments and stop playing this tribal card. Yes, both of them are playing tribal cards. So if you're against the renaming, then you're against the gas. If you're for the renaming, then you're against the Evers. What level of
Many maybe I can go. Open a while, Bam, no more to me. I know one brand on so bad, Miss Ines. Right. Turn over one of them. The idea you do. About will you support the bill? Will you support the bill for the name to be changed to Accra International Airport? I haven't even read it. So reading. I need to read it and know why and understand. I haven't even read the memorandum, so I don't know. So I'll find out. Is it a step in the right path? I'm hearing for the first time. Is it a step in the right path? Something I haven't read. Why are you asking me this question? Okay. I'm smarter than. Sure, no problem. Thank you. Oh, no, we're going to get.
After your mark can say, I didn't know the only ever near and the Ghana. Ye president as a hero. Yes, send it near free so. Now, Bernard Ayafo, first deputy friend, speaker of parliament, or ever ni, a friend saying. Richard Damiafemako, a majority chief whip, honestly, Evany, Obobo ever funny nerdy, and you guys say, Timumba train. I'm yes a sandy tobacco pair, or sell the image of Evers. I say, even if indeed the Eka for to come say, Wanya, Amagana, or say a coup, Etia Kwame Nkrumah, and now MP Rangas and naturally Moon Pam Kromanasem.
That all these years we've had this. Kotoka, General Kotoka's name on the airport, and suddenly it is being changed. What is it? After it's Kotoka International Airport, Accra. So Accra is still there. I'm not suggesting any other name. I'm saying that the name Kotoka International Airport, Accra is already there. Accra is already there. So you don't need to remove Kotoka's name from there. So if you come to Accra or even in the country, how many prominent Voltarians have their names on national assets or national monuments? This is the only thing the people of Volta region can also at least see as something that recognizes heroism from the Volta region. And that one too, they are being denied. Well, Honorable Kwame Agoja is from Volta. Honorable Ukucheto Blakwa, he's from Volta and he's sitting in cabinet. Honorable Fifi Kwete is the General Secretary of NDC from Volta region. Honorable Ahiafo, he is the first Deputy Speaker in this government from Volta region. Honorable Kwame Eche, the Fiamepo, Majority Chief Whip from Volta region. And they are all sitting down, watching the government to take away a Voltarian's name, which has been given to our airport, and successive governments never made any attempt to change it. And in this time and age, they are from Volta, and they are in the government, and they are watching Volta to lose its pride. It's up to them.
And now, sir, my party now, or Johnny, muka self-government within the shortest possible time was baby, and they a bit my. eno ntina mo ampenase bizin no ko na podi papa ya tema mo kwa sa mo kwa nkroma no ede so wie ya eveni na yesi Ghana for do na ditum se onye hwe ma Ghana na yebo ni sutuo se mma no nko di no mo nsesa no o se o project the image of Evers nti Evers no omuntimi nya hwe this ekro no this obi a ono odi ku ebe say mine nti sa person number se mu yi no a single out a project no yeah now limit reduce the image of Evers sir sometimes I really don't get you. Communication is a problem and I say sometimes there's a bit of hatred and now you just want to seek some attention. Well, I find your mark is then say Mahama Ayariga there now see yes a son because it's Accra no airtime. But I find your mark is there. Hey, a chance fear. I find your mark is actually say a who here say yes said you know because wherever you can protect no. We say na sefa. Hey, what you? And that we can say Ghana for support your party. Or say other near go say a waste of taxpayers' money. I'm say na university do MP be most time dey waste of taxpayers' money. Make argument can answer some. Ni entie say oh point na we make no. Yeah, it makes sense. Or say a waste of taxpayers' money.
I mean, renaming of Kotoka and those, they are just useless, they are baseless. I mean, waste of taxpayers' money. And that's not what we need. Because, you know, if you do these things, every branding that has been done in the name of Kotoka International Airport will have to be rebranded to Accra International Airport. That is a cost to the taxpayers' money. That's a cost to the taxpayer. Today, as we speak, you know that nurses are not being paid. Teachers are not being paid. Recruitments are supposed to be made. They are saying that they don't have financial clearance. So that is not
so changing of the name doesn't inure the benefit of Ghanaians.
Pay them. It's a waste of time, waste of resources, and the NDC should be serious with the government.
Okay, sir.
Now we are welcome.
You're welcome, sir.
Indeed, I don't want no consent. When you see a man for baby, when you see a party MPP, HS Muya, when the NDC for now by baby, I know the nearest of taxpayers' money. Name yes, a son, Dina, yes, yempe, Yakuma, Yabonyo so. I know, Mamma, Mr. Sefa, obey the party. We MP. We a member of now one anger means any problem. Because we are asking Nani, Nipo ask Nani. You shall expect him, Papa, be our crime through. Now, honorable, Kojo upon Kroma and Nedia, one following people for no, or switchy, or diverted. Or say, Sir, Kwame Nkrumah, winner yes, a Sunday of Wasso. In fact, a do parliament on the vote, any for Kaiser or more. The transport minister and Kaiser the vote at an chain. Now, in fact, Dr. Alaji Mahmoud was my own. So, MPP Nika Sana will be a more grand hunter. No, or no ground plans. Say, I didn't they say, some say, 8 years as a vice president, one your plans. After so a period election, I be president, I feel no when your plans.
Welcome, Honorable. Just a quick question.
Well, what's up?
Okay, so the Kotoka International Airport has been changed to Accra International Airport. About to be changed.
Yeah.
Yes. Please, what are your views on that?
I think it's a good idea. I'll support it.
You support the name change?
Say again?
You support the name change?
I do. I support it. I think that it should be known as the Accra International Airport.
Okay. So you think it's a step in the right direction?
I think so. I'll support it.
So how is the reconciliation in your party going?
Well, the major, I say, sides have all committed to work together. The flag bearer is very, very keen on uniting the party in reality, not just in rhetoric, and getting everybody to work together for a common agenda.
A follow-up question. You said major parties. Why didn't you say all parties?
Well, we the smaller ones at the bottom, we look to the major boys at the top, and the actions that they are taking are the actions that are encouraging us. Thank you.
Oh, I said, I'm now one parent, the other Papa Nidia at your house. And you're fine. I said, the moody are going to be the aggressor, and you're fine. But Kojo Nkrumah said the decision to change Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport, no, why endorse it, or man a thumbs up, or support it. Ghana for and Ghana for, Munabekasa at the end of the day. Almost say, don't do almost interviews tonight, of course, we need now. Obiase or support the decision to change the name Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport or Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. Any name, Biana, make sense, Biano. Aside the name Kotoka.
Very necessary. They should change it. they should change it to either Ghana International Airport or Accra International Airport. Because Kotoka yeah, them he just overthrown Kwame Nkrumah, or he overthrown Kwame Nkrumah, right? So it's better. It's either Kwame Nkrumah International Airport is better. Kotoka the plan B.
What is the history behind Kotoka? The airport being named after Kotoka? I hear he was killed there. That's the story. People want to bring political issues about it and tribal issues. So maybe Accra is in Accra. So they just name it Accra International Airport and then we'll all be free.
Since Accra is the capital city of Ghana, I think the name should be Accra, not Kotoka.
Everybody knows it's Kotoka International Airport. So I don't think if they change it, that will be possible.
If they name it Kwame Nkrumah International Airport, that is good because he was the first president in Ghana. And he was the one who built the airport, not Kotoka. Because they killed him there, that is why they named him Kotoka Airport. So to me, I prefer Kwame Nkrumah Airport, International Airport.
If it is appropriate for it to be changed, I think it should be changed and nothing is wrong with that. Yeah.
I think it's cool if you change it to Ghana International Airport. When everyone is coming into Ghana, they know they are at Ghana International Airport.
I think Kotoka is okay. Everybody called the Kotoka, so even small child self, we don't say Kotoka.
They have to change it to Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. Yes, I think that would be the best.
It's not necessary for them to change it. Yeah, it's been Kotoka for a long time and the name is cool. Everyone knows Kotoka, so I think Kotoka should be maintained.
It's an individual name anyway. That name has been in existence for quite long. There's nothing wrong with it when we decide to change the name to Accra International Airport. Just to sell the name of Accra outside the world.
It's long overdue because from the history of Kotoka and naming Kotoka to our airport is not something good because if you know history, so changing it to Accra International Airport is a very laudable idea. So I agree with it.
Let me say, Kotoka, I realize yes, Nanado didn't, but didn't Nanado. Because the way you draw, Nanado they say statue, the monument, you go see your boys say Amontias will do me. What the airport now, the man of France Cakrano, Yabeza, Eddie Kotoka, finally, his name will die in peace. And now in pieces. Hey, Ghana for you, ma. Okay, this is Sukuraba Enfa. Eddie, finally, Kotoka International Airport, the Ebesa Accra International Airport. Is it necessary? Is it needed? Should we go on with this practice? Now, previous friends said the subsequent administration is eba. I won't mess go back there. Yeni na ye for ya peneso. Say yes son. Every Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport and for comment no eto comment section na say subscribe, like it, na share mo nua enye bi hwe. Edi no eba ko pe Max Billian. I will naked truth or Oldboga trends, Macau. Bye bye.